What if the universe is not just something we live in, but something we can actually understand in pieces? For centuries, physics has taken the invisible and made it real. It has shown us that time can bend, space can stretch, matter is mostly empty, and even the weirdest parts of reality follow rules we can test. In this video, we are looking at 5 physics breakthroughs that do not just sound impressive. They genuinely changed how we understand how the universe works and why they matter in everyday life. First, Newton's law of gravity. It sounds simple now, but it was revolutionary. The first time one equation could explain why an apple falls, why the moon stays in orbit, and why planets move the way they do. The key idea is that gravity is universal. The same force that pulls you toward the Earth also keeps the solar system together. Why this matters? It gave us the ability to predict motion. We use that in satellite launches, space travel, and even GPS planning. Without gravitational physics, modern space exploration would be guesswork. Next, Maxwell's equations. These showed that electricity and magnetism are not separate forces. They are two sides of the same thing, electromagnetism. This was huge because it explained how light works. Light is an electromagnetic wave. Why this matters? Every phone's signal, Wi-Fi network, radio, microwave, and power grid depends on electromagnetic theory. The reason your phone can communicate wirelessly is because these equations revealed how fields move through space. Third, Einstein's relativity. This changed the biggest assumptions people had about time and space. Time does not move the same for everyone. Space is not fixed. Gravity is not just a force, it is the bending of space-time itself. A useful way to picture it: heavy objects warp the fabric of space and time, and smaller objects follow that curve. Why this matters? GPS satellites actually have to correct for relativity, or navigation on Earth would drift. So this is not just a deep idea. It is a practical one that affects the apps and maps you use every day. Fourth, quantum mechanics. This is the physics of the very small, and it is probably the strangest on the list. Particles can behave like waves, exist in probabilities, and only settle into definite states when measured. That sounds abstract, but it explains real technology. Why this matters? Semiconductors, lasers, transistors, and modern electronics all depend on quantum behavior. Without quantum mechanics, there is no computer chip, no smartphone, no LED screen, no modern medical imaging. In other words, the weirdest physics in the universe is also the reason this video can exist on your screen. Finally, the standard model of particle physics. This is our best map of the tiny building blocks of reality. It describes particles like quarks, electrons, and neutrinos, and the forces that act between them. It tells us what ordinary matter is made of, why atoms hold together, and how particles interact at the deepest level we currently understand. Why this matters? The standard model helps scientists search for new particles, improve medical tools, and design experiments that probe the early universe. It is not the final answer, but it is the framework that lets us ask better questions. These breakthroughs did more than explain nature. They turned the universe into something measurable, predictable, and usable. And the most fascinating part is this: every answer in physics seems to uncover a deeper mystery. So the real story of science is not just that we have figured things out. It is that every discovery reveals how much more there is to learn. 5 physics breakthroughs that explain how the universe works is just one small part of physics. If you are interested, our full free physics course is linked in the description.